The first one on the list is just an assessment. Think for a second about what you do when you get up every morning. Maybe you check your phone. I know that's the first thing that I do, but also I might hit the treadmill, make the coffee, hop in the shower, but we all do something else, and we probably do it more than once. We look in the mirror. Why do we do that? We do it because we know inherently that there is value to this process of self-evaluation. So we look in the mirror, we evaluate, we fix our hair, we adjust, and yet when it comes to our finances, many of us are simply too scared to just look in the mirror. We don't open our statements. We don't want to see where we are. But we can't move forward until we understand not only what this crisis has done to our finances, but what it will continue to do. And that means knowing from the perspective of your household how much is coming in, how much is going out, where is it going? That's important. And how has that changed since before the crisis? There's an old saying that I love. Whatever gets measured gets managed. This crisis has thrust all of us into management mode. But in order to manage well, we need data on where the money is actually going. Importantly, and the survey results that we just came up with tonight bear this out, Brett tells me that financially, when they look in the aggregate, the members of Redwood are doing better now than at the start of the pandemic. You have more in savings. You have less in debt. And 75% of the people who requested payment deferrals didn't actually need to use them. That's fabulous news. And so if you have been reluctant to look in the mirror, the picture may be better than you anticipate. One particular thing to pay attention to is whether there is a substantial and separate pot of cash to cover emergencies. Personally, I think 3 to 6 months worth of emergency savings is ideal. That's 3 months for a 2-income family, 6 months for a single income family. And I understand that for some of you that may sound like a lot right now, particularly because so many small businesses have shut down and so many furloughs have become permanent layoffs. But one thing that this crisis has reiterated to me, and I expect to many of you, is that a fully funded emergency stash is not an option. It has to be a priority because emergencies happen. And so if you have an emergency stash and you need to use it, use it. That's what it's for. This is an emergency. But then focus on rebuilding it as this crisis passes. And if you've never had one before, I like how the Build Your Own Savings account at Redwood allows you to monitor your progress to the goal, the individual goal that you set for yourself. Start funding this account with automatic transfers of whatever size you can afford on a regular basis. And if you have no immediate need for any future stimulus payments that might be coming down the pike, or any tax refunds that you have yet to receive this year, both of those make really good starters for emergency cushion.